If your legs start moving the moment your body finally tries to rest at night. This video is going to make a lot of things make sense, because here is what I already know about you. You have heard that magnesium is the answer. Somebody told you, a friend, a video, maybe even a pharmacist. So you bought the magnesium, you took it, and for a few nights, maybe it helped a little. And then, your legs went right back to that crawling, aching, jumpy feeling the second your head hit the pillow. So now you are wondering, did I buy the wrong thing? Is something more serious going on? Or is this just what getting older feels like now? Stay with me, because I am going to show you exactly why the magnesium did not work, and the one thing almost nobody checks that is very often the real reason your legs will not be still. Let me say something first, plainly. I am not here to give you a magic pill. I am a health educator. My job is to explain how your body actually works, so that the next conversation you have with your own doctor is a smarter one. Keep that in mind through this whole video. Now look up here at the board with me. This, restless, jumpy legs at night, it is incredibly common after 60, and it is one of the most frustrating things there is, because it does not hurt you during the day when you are busy. It waits. It waits until the exact moment you are trying to fall asleep, the one moment you cannot fight back. And that is the cruel part of this, isn't it? It is not really about your legs, it is about your sleep. Think about what this really is. It is lying there at 11, 12, 1 in the morning, shifting, stretching, getting up to walk around the cold kitchen floor just to make it stop for 10 minutes. It is dreading bedtime. It is sleeping in a separate room so you do not keep your husband or your wife awake with the kicking. Some of you have not shared a bed in years because of this. I want you to know that is not weakness, and it is not just age. There is a real mechanism behind it, and once you understand the mechanism, it stops feeling random. So let's build it, piece by piece. Here is the first thing you have to understand. Your legs are not actually the problem. Look at the board. The leg, and then this arrow going all the way up here to the brain. The restless feeling in your legs is a signal, and that signal is being sent from up here, from your brain. Specifically from a system in your brain that uses a chemical called dopamine. Now do not let that word scare you. I will keep this simple. Think of dopamine in this situation as the calm down messenger. At night, this messenger is supposed to travel down to your legs and say, "We are resting now. Be still. Stand down." When that calm signal is working, your legs get the message, and they relax, and you drift off. But when that signal gets weak, your legs never get the "be still" message, so they keep firing. Keep moving, keep crawling, all night. So now you might think, okay, then just give me more dopamine, right? And this is where it gets interesting, because you cannot just flip dopamine on. Your brain has to build that calm signal, and to build it, it needs raw materials. Which brings us to the magnesium you already tried. Here is why it let you down. Look here on the board, magnesium, and notice what I wrote next to it. The form matters. Most people, when they finally decide to try magnesium, they grab the cheapest bottle on the shelf. And 9 times out of 10, that cheap bottle is a form called magnesium oxide. And here's the part nobody tells you. Magnesium oxide is one of the worst absorbed forms there is. A large amount of it just passes straight through you. It barely gets into your bloodstream at all. So you were not wrong to try magnesium. You just may have been taking a form your body could barely use. It is like trying to fill a bucket that has a hole in the bottom. You keep pouring, the bucket never fills, and you blame yourself, or you blame the magnesium, when really it was the form all along. The forms that actually absorb well, write these down or just remember the word glycinate, magnesium glycinate, and magnesium citrate. Glycinate especially is gentle, it absorbs well, and it has a calming quality that is well suited to nighttime. Now, I'm not telling you to run out and start swallowing handfuls of it. More is not better here. I am telling you that if magnesium was the thing for you, the form you used may be the reason it did nothing. But here is the bigger truth, and I want you to really hear this part. For a lot of you watching, the magnesium was never going to be enough on its own, no matter how good the form was, because there is another piece, a piece that sits underneath the magnesium, a piece that, when it is missing, no amount of magnesium will fix this. and it is the single most overlooked thing in this entire picture. I am going to tell you exactly what it is, and exactly how to find out if it is your problem, in just a couple of minutes. But first I have to show you the trap, the loop your body gets stuck in. Look at the board. Follow this red dashed line with me. See how it goes from the brain, down to the leg, and then loops back up to the brain again. That loop is the whole reason this problem is so stubborn. Let me walk you through it slowly, because this is the part that finally explains it. Step 1. Your brain's calm signal is weak, so your legs stay restless at night. Step 2. Restless legs mean you cannot sleep. You are up, you are moving, you are exhausted. Step 3. And here is the cruel twist. Poor sleep makes that brain signal even weaker the next night. So weak signal causes bad sleep, and bad sleep causes an even weaker signal, which causes even worse sleep. Around and around, night after night. That is the loop. And this is why so many of you feel like it has slowly gotten worse over the years. It is not your imagination. The loop has been tightening. Now here is the good news, and I really want you to hold on to this. You do not have to fix every part of this loop at once. You just have to break one strong link. Break one link, and the whole cycle starts to loosen. So what is the strongest link? What is the thing that more than anything else weakens that brain signal in the first place? This is the piece I promised you. Look at the board, the box, circled in red, iron. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Iron? I'm not anemic. My doctor said my blood was fine. Stay with me because this is the exact misunderstanding that keeps people stuck for years. Here is what most people do not realize. Your brain needs iron to build that calm dopamine signal we talked about. Iron is a raw material for it. If your brain is low on iron, it cannot build enough of the calm signal, and your legs never get told to settle down. And here's the trap. You can have normal iron in your regular blood work and still not have enough iron stored for your brain to use. Because the number that matters most for this is not the one most people get tested. It is a storage number. It is called ferritin. Write that word down. Ferritin. Ferritin is basically your body's iron savings account. You can have enough iron floating around in your blood today, that is your checking account, while your savings account, your ferritin, is nearly empty. And it is the savings account your brain reaches into to build that nighttime calm signal. So you can walk out of an appointment being told your iron is fine, and still have the exact deficiency that is driving your restless legs, because the storage number was never looked at. This is the single most overlooked thing in this entire problem, and it is why I made this whole video. Because magnesium gets all the attention, and ferritin, the thing that may actually matter most, gets ignored. So here's what this means for you, practically. The next time you talk to your doctor, this is the conversation to have. You can say, I have restless legs at night. Could we check my ferritin level, my iron storage, not just my regular iron? That one sentence. That is the smarter conversation I promised you at the start. 1. And I have to be very clear about something here, because it matters. Do not go and start taking iron supplements on your own to fix this. I mean that. Iron is not like magnesium. Too much iron in your body is genuinely harmful. It can build up and damage your organs over time. And you cannot tell from how you feel whether you are low or high. The only way to know is the blood test. So iron is the one thing in this whole video where the answer is not, go buy a supplement. The answer is, get the number checked and let a professional guide the dose if you need one. Get tested first, always. That is not me being overly careful. That is me keeping you safe. Because the goal here is to get your legs still and keep the rest of you healthy. Now let's talk about the everyday things, the habits. Because you can get the big pieces right and still sabotage yourself with small daily triggers you never connected to this. Look at the list on the board. The first one, caffeine. Late, that 2 or 3 o'clock coffee, or tea, or even a cola or some chocolate after dinner. Caffeine stays active in your body far longer than people think. For someone over 60, it can linger for many hours. And caffeine works against that calm signal. It is a stimulant. It tells your nervous system to stay switched on at the exact time you need it to wind down. I am not telling you to give up your morning coffee. I would never. I am telling you to draw a line. For a lot of people, that line is somewhere around noon or early afternoon. Nothing with caffeine after it. Just try it for a week. For some of you, that one change alone will quiet things down more than you expect. The second habit, timing. If you are taking magnesium, the good form now, the glycinate, when you take it matters. Taking it in the evening, an hour or so before bed, lines it up with when your body is trying to make that calm signal. The third one, cofactors. Magnesium does not work alone. Your body uses it alongside other everyday nutrients, the kind you get from real food. Leafy greens, nuts and seeds, a bit of dark chocolate, believe it or not. A diet built mostly around whole foods gives your body the supporting cast it needs. And the fourth one, move before bed. Not a workout, gentle movement. A slow walk after dinner, some easy stretching of the calves and legs before bed. Many people find a warm bath before bed does the same thing. It relaxes the muscles and eases the legs. So look at the whole board now. The brain sends a calm signal. The signal needs raw materials. Magnesium, in a form you can absorb, at the right time. Iron, checked properly. The ferritin, guided by your doctor. The everyday habits, caffeine earlier, whole foods, gentle movement at night. That is the full picture, not one magic pill, a system. Now let me bring this home. If you have been lying awake for years thinking this was just your body falling apart, I hope tonight you can see it differently. This is not random. It is not just age. It is not in your head. It is a signal, and signals can be understood and worked on. Here is what I want you to actually do. Do not try to change everything tonight. Pick the first step. For most of you, the most powerful first step is this. Make the appointment and ask for that ferritin number. And remember the one hard rule from this video. Iron gets tested, not guessed. I want to be honest with you about what this video is and is not. I am a health educator. I am not your doctor, and I cannot examine you. Everything tonight is to help you understand your own body and walk into your next appointment knowing the right questions to ask. Your own doctor knows you. Bring this conversation to them. Now I would like to hear from you. Which one is yours? The jumpy feeling? The deep ache? The kicking that wakes your partner? And how long has it been stealing your sleep? Tell me in the comments. I read them. And here's the next thing I want to teach you. Because restless legs are often tangled up with another nighttime problem, waking at 3 or 4 in the morning and not getting back to sleep. There is a real mechanism behind that one too, and I will break it down the same way. So if this helped you understand your own body even a little better, make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss it. Sleep well. I mean that. I will see you in the next one.